Guys, I was supposed to do this story yesterday night because that's when it happened, but I couldn't find any better time to do it because we are getting lots of stories concerning Declan Rice, and I think you enjoyed the flow of that story. But allow me come this afternoon, all evening, and bring you a story of James Maddison officially signing for Tottenham Hotspur at £40 million from Leicester. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. We are talking Min-jae to Bayern Munich. Here we go. And Pau Torres close to joining Aston Villa. So smash the like button close to 200 times. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's really great that we are trying to really do lots of things in here for you because you, our viewers, we value a lot and we believe that you have a lot that you do hold for us here onto this channel, and we value a lot. That's why we bring you the latest news and information as far as this is concerned. Now this time around, it's the transfer news show. We are not doing anything concerning Arsenal, maybe a little bit of drop-ins, but I can confirm to you that all these transfer news are related. You know, you need to know what is happening at which club, because if at all you insist that you only want to know what is happening at your club, then how do you value your opponents? Because when you look at Spurs, this is their third signing of the season, and they are going in for more. They want Harvey Barnes, they want the right-sided 22 Dutch centre-back that plays for Wolfsburg. When you look at Bayern Munich, they've gone in for Min-jae, and Arsenal, you are in the Champions League. You need to know what is Bayern looking like, right? What is your former manager, Unai Emery, cooking? Because when he came in through at Aston Villa after Steven Gerrard was sacked, he changed lots of things at the Villa side, and he's trying to bring in elite players. You know, Pau Torres was a defender linked to Man United, Arsenal, Man City, Juventus, Bayern Munich. It shows you his quality, but he is going to Aston Villa, meaning that we are going to be having a very highly competitive season. That is it. So let's see ourselves. Smash the like button close to 200 times, and don't forget to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time we upload a video onto this YouTube channel. Now let's start it off with James Maddison. I brought you a story yesterday that has gone ahead to really pass his medical, and it's pending, and his transfer was really pending what we call announcement. And obviously yesterday night it was official. James Maddison joined Tottenham Hotspur on a 5-year contract, deal completed with Leicester on £40 million fee, second signing after the Caro, and he is really one of those that Spurs have gone ahead to really sign, and I really anticipate that it's going to be having a very beautiful season at Tottenham Hotspur. Why? Spurs is having a manager that is proactive. That is it. He believes in what we call this flowing style of football, and he thrives so much onto that. With him playing ahead of Højbjerg and Bentancur Oliefis Besuma, I really anticipate him to be turned into one of those players that are going to turn the season around. He might find himself scoring 20 goals a season. That's it, because he's going to be into positions of ready decision. You know, when a manager makes a decision to sign a player like James Maddison, you really understand that has been following him for a very, very long time. And he's Scottish. He'll always love players that are really English first. But this is a different breed of an English player, I must tell you. You know, Man City were once interested in signing him. Arsenal were once interested in signing him. Man City were once interested in signing him. And it shows you how good this player is. The problem has always been that Leicester City has always been a hard team to sell a player. You know that very well. From when they won the league, selling Rokani to Chelsea, I think they sold him at was it £50 million? Riyad Mahrez, £65 million to Man City. Ben Chilwell, £50 million to Chelsea. Fofana, £75 million to Chelsea. So the reason as to why he never really moved up early enough was simple. The team failed to release him. That is it. And he was really paying due allegiance to the team because they had signed him from Norwich and gave him all what he deserved, and proved Brendan Rodgers right that I can really take you to where you want to be always. That is a player known as James Maddison. But talent-wise, he's undoubted. And I think he has been having injury problems, but the beauty of his injuries, they don't keep him out for so long, meaning that Spurs are really going to benefit in him. As I told you that Spurs last had a number 10 or a central attacking midfielder when Eriksson was still around. And when Eriksson left, Jose Mourinho never brought in a central attacking midfielder and played with the back three, three midfielders, 2 wing backs and 2 centre forwards. The same applies to Antonio Conte. When he came in through, he never bought a central attacking midfielder and used Harry Kane to drop deep and obviously do that ball and release the likes of Son Heung-min. That is what he did. But for Postecoglou, Min-jae, he has gone ahead to know that he needs what we call a central attacking midfielder and has gone ahead to really get in James Maddison. I can't wait to see how Spurs is going to be looking with Son Heung-min wide left, Kulusevski wide right, Maddison in the central attacking midfield with Højbjerg and Bentancur playing in the double pivot. I can't wait to see how Spurs is going to look, because it looks like they're going to be a very, very beautiful side as this manager plays proactive football and he wants to build from the back. We want to wait and see how that's going to pan out. But he has signed a contract and he's now a Spurs player. So let's wait and see how that's going to pan out. Now, let's leave that at that. And he has signed for Spurs. Let's talk about Min-jae. Min-jae is a 26-year South Korean international. He was voted the best defender in Serie A for Napoli. They won the league and he did lots of things to put Napoli where they were. And Min-jae has always held a release clause that runs between the 1st of July to the 15th of July, and it calls for a team to pay 50 million euros. Minus that, no team can take him. Now, Manchester United was so close to him, and Bayern came in through, hijacked the deal, and obviously took the player, offered more money than Man United. They went ahead to even offer more agent fees. United tried to do what we call a turn back to really convince Min-jae to come and play for them. Min-jae didn't play for them, didn't really reply, and told them, you had the first chance, I gave you the first priority, you never valued me, that's it. So instead of going in for me, you decided to go in for people like Mason Mount. Yet I was available, not going to hate to really agree everything with me and then get that clause out of the way, but you didn't. So allow me go to where I want to be. So he's a very good defender, and guess what? Today morning, Fabrizio Romano is going to hate to announce a here we go of Min-jae to Bayern Munich, and has told us that Bayern have reached a verbal agreement with Min-jae on personal terms. 5-year deal ready. Here we go. Min-jae has accepted the contract proposal as club source confirms. Contract valid until 2028. Next step up to Bayern, pay the release clause. Obviously, the release clause is 50 million euros, and Bayern is going to pay them. That is like 42 million pounds that they are going to pay for Min-jae. Very good defender. He's a modern defender. He's 1.9 meters tall. He's fast. He can play that ball from the back and has a very good, nice reading. His football intelligence is really way above the ordinary. He's exceptional. That's why likes of Man United were in for him. The likes of Man City, Newcastle, PSG, all elite teams were really interested in signing him, but he decided to go to Bayern Munich, and they've gone ahead to agree a deal. And it's really absurd for me as a United fan. I really like the player, but it looks like we never really held dual agency to him to see him coming in to Man United. But I really love the player, and I would love to see him progress. That is it. So that is it coming in from Bayern Munich. They've gone ahead to gate their first signing of the summer after Declan Rice told them, I cannot come to Germany, I'm going to Arsenal. They're into Harry Kane. Wait and see. Their first bid they put in of 70 million euros, worth 60 million pounds, has been rejected by Spurs, and they are planning a second offer. Spurs want 100 million pounds. If it's euros, that's 120 million euros coming in from Spurs. That's the request they want for the 29-year-old English captain, that is Harry Kane. So that is what is happening at Bayern Munich, but there is a lot of unsettlement with the new manager. He wants to first get in players before he really releases most. You know, the likes of Gravenberch must leave, may leave Pavard, Marcel Sabitzer, and so on and so forth. So let's wait and see how that pans out. Now, let's talk another defender that was linked to Bayern Munich, that is Pau Torres. Pau Torres was a defender that was linked to Bayern Munich, but finally, after Bayern getting in Min-jae, looks like they're pulling out of this deal, and Fabrizio Romano has the following to say about this deal. He has told us that Aston Villa are advancing talks to sign Pau Torres. Deal not completed yet, but progressing to key stages between the two clubs. Bayern decided to go for him as a priority, and Villa now pushing to sign Pau Torres as Unai Emery wants him. Remember, Unai Emery was with Pau Torres at Villarreal. That is known very well, and Villarreal is willing to really cash in for the player, and I think he will go for around 45 million euros. That is like 40 million pounds, and they are willing to get that money in. And when you look at Aston Villa going in for Pau Torres, it shows you how hard this season is going to be. So, as a fan of United, I really feel touched because we are not making any signings, and teams like Arsenal are really strengthening themselves. Arsenal are soon going to announce Declan Rice, then they get in Julian Timber. They might get in 6 signings before this window closes, right? And look at Man City. You know, they've brought in Kovacic, they've brought in, they're going to bring in Vadio, Vega, they are in for him, Gabriel Vega. So Liverpool working on to other deals after signing McAllister. Chelsea, they're working into very many deals, and it shows you that we might experience one of the best seasons in the Premier League, as the top 7 teams are really going to be so much competitive. Because if Aston Villa is going all out to sign a player that could play on the left-sided centre-back of Manchester United, Man City, Arsenal, and so on and so forth, it shows you that it's really going to be a competitive side this season. And the top 7 teams I'm talking about are Arsenal, Man City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, and now Aston Villa. I believe Aston Villa are going to come into that mix. Even Brighton, that makes them 8. So the top 10 of the Premier League is really going to be so much competitive, because teams are really going to be so filled with quality. When you look at how Brighton is trying to really enhance its team, it shows you that they are really ready to embark onto a mission of really going back to Europe, and they finished 6th this time round behind Liverpool, but they might be wanting to go back to Europe even next season, and that's why they want to sell Moise Caicedo for £100 million, and then they reinforce. But for them, they've already gotten 3 replacements. They have Ayari, they have, is it Dawood coming in, is Mahmoud coming in from Bayern, no, it's Borussia Dortmund, and they have James Milner. So looks like they're ready for the season. So guys, your thoughts on to James Maddison signing for Spurs are really welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Min-jae signing for Bayern Munich and snubbing Man United, as the renege of United was really rejected? And lastly, what do you make about Aston Villa closing in on Pau Torres? I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God protect you abundantly. I'm out. 5-finger salute all the viewers of Rokani Media Football. Ciao, ciao.